I remember that day when I heard a loud boom on the other side of the country from my hotel room. Awful sights of planes hitting towers by a bunch of men wearing towels. I heard a splat on the concrete floor, beautiful like an eagle they soared. That's when I realized my greatest gift, I can cure cancer with a guitar pick. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my four-wheeler and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. I don't need 4 years to cure those tears. Just my cowboy hat and a pair of khakis from Sears. Fighting disbelief like my forefathers did. The American way ever since I was a kid. Present me a glaucoma eyeball or a limp appendage, and watch me make it alright like the Second Amendment. Science is a farce, there's nothing I can't do. My magic fingers will prove it to you. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my four-wheeler and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. My guitar pick will cure the sick. Just buy a ticket and make it quick. Ebola, warts, or maybe it's AIDS. There's nothing too sacred when Garth Crooks is on stage. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my four-wheeler and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. Yeehaw, no more cancer, bitch. I'm a scientist. Get in my four-wheeler and I can handle this. Chemotherapy ain't got nothing on me. My melody is better than your PhD. Nothing but a beautiful moment. These country fingers feel good now, don't it? If the doctor says your heart is about to give, buy a ticket to my show if you want to live. Garth Crooks is on stage. 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 Garth Crooks is on stage.
Garth Crooks is on stage. Hello.
Hello.
How
Oh,
you-
look who it is. My ex co-host who ditched me.
Oh my God! Stop. Oh my God! Let me turn my fan off because it's making so much noise.
My fan's on too. Is it making noise?
No, you're good. Now, who is that? Really, who it is? I think it is. Who
I
this
don't know. I
is?
was talking to him, but he didn't mic up.
Chef Shad. That's like not even pot trash royalty. That's WDM
Like
royalty.
WDM.
Royalty. I
I
never got to
know.
talk to Chef Chad. I mean, I used to see him around back in the day. I like when I was I wasn't like not really that vocal back in the WD. I mean, I would talk to Booney and everybody. I just like, hey, how's it going, guys? Great work. Blah, 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 blah. But the ones that I always see in there would be like Chef Chad, Sheriff Levy, Booney. A lot of these guys in there, you know. So I mean,
I know. I heard all the stories.
yeah.
Was she like would talk about it all the time?
Mhm.
And so it's funny. Like I was just talking to him. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm just talking, and then I'm like, but he has no idea who I am.
Oops, sorry. Oh, I can't get enough of Garth Crooks is on stage.
But whatever. I said I talked to him anyway.
Okay, yeah, your fan is making a lot of noise. Can you turn it down a little bit or like move it away?
Okay.
Hey, Justin Joe, orale. I do see you. I just wasn't looking at chat. I'm not on YouTube. I mean, I'm on YouTube, but like I'm not.
Who?
No, the girl, Just Angel. She's in my YouTubies.
Oh.
I wasn't looking at the YouTube channel because like I'm over here like looking at porn, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube's. We're on YouTube's, and we're on. I didn't do Periscope because I forgot my password. I got Periscope set up for my Yo Mang show. Hot new show on Pod Trash. The one that I betrayed.
No one
and
cares.
robbed. Why you gotta be so salty? Don't be salty. Chef Chad, your whatever you're using should have a built-in mic, bro. Come on, I want to hear your sexy voice.
Did you unmute
Chef
him?
Chad. Oh wait, you're right. I forgot all about that.
I just
There we
realized I
go.
didn't unmute
There we
him
go.
when I was talking.
There we go, Chef Chad. You can say something now. Chef Chad, please. Can you make me a sandwich?
We're all waiting.
I'm waiting.
I don't know. I was talking to him before, and he was like, "I gotta go," but he's still here. Maybe he doesn't know he's still here.
Do you think that he probably left and just stayed in here?
Yeah.
I was
But how could he like he just left on his computer, or
Maybe,
is
maybe.
it on his phone and like we're just talking
Mhm.
into his pocket?
Could be.
Something.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Who do you think has his number to tell him? He's probably listening. Chef Chat, in our Pod Trash Discord, can you hit number 1 if you're okay, 2 if you're not okay, and 3 if you're looking at porn? What do you think? No, I don't see him typing. So let's see here. Damn, he kind of wrote a lot. So he's like, he had a dual hip replacement.
No, his mom.
Oh, his mom. Oh, wait, I gotta go up. Okay. Of course, I don't have a mic set up. Just fucking around. I actually did mean to come and talk to someone. Just clicking
I was
through.
That's when I was talking to him.
Let's see here. I'm 2 stones now. I think he meant he's 2 stoned, right?
Oh, because I said that you could just talk into your phone. That's what I did.
So she had a dual hip replacement. Hopefully she's good.
What?
said
Yeah, he was saying that she uses like weed on it or
Mm.
CBD or something on it.
I'm in San Diego now.
He has 2 restaurants.
He's like, I just sleep. Robin, last night I had the best sleep I've had in years.
Oh, really? Why? What happened?
How
did that happen?
I bought a new mattress.
Oh, I need to do that.
Oh my god, it's so... Because the one that I had before, I bought it for my grandma, and I was kind of like... There was like a big old hole on the side, on the corner of my bed. Because like, I was always sitting right there, you know what I mean? After years, just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then like, I spilled soda all over. Remember that picture that Danny had? He's like, Andy Cruz lives in squalor, you know? It's like, motherfucker, I dropped soda on there, but... I said, fuck it. I'm buying a new fucking mattress. Oh, speak of the devil. Danny's there. So, hey, I heard it was your birthday, Danny, in YouTube. I heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday, bro. And then so I bought it, right? And the one that I had was a sort of one of those springs, you know? The ones that have springs. It was like really hard.
Yeah.
It just over time, you know, just sleeping on it and just, you know, there was no comfort in it, you know? So this one that I
Yeah.
got, it's so oh my! I felt like I sank into it. Like it's so plush, so good. You
I'd
know.
like to get one of those like those mattresses that's like yeah, like a Casper mattress or something.
Danny said the PS5 was lit. I think they released a thing
Lit.
on PS. I think they're showing the PS5. Of course, I'm getting the Xbox, the new one that's coming out. But if you're a PlayStation 5, I could understand that you're like really, really stoked. I mean, if they would drop it tomorrow, I would go buy it because that's how I am with stuff. Um, but unfortunately, it's gonna be till Christmas.
Oh.
But I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked to go get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I might buy the PS5. I don't know. Does Wish
I
know?
don't
Is Wish?
care. I do like my Switch though.
So you're saying that if they would drop a new Switch tomorrow with the new Animal Crossing, you wouldn't go get it?
Oh my god, I would for sure. But PS4 no, PS5 no.
Is it because it takes up most of Wish's time?
No, I just don't. I don't play that. Like I don't know it. I don't know the games. I'm not really good at video games. But this one I like because it's not like you're not. You don't have to be quick and like fight things.
You know, Animal Crossing reminds me a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
does.
what are you doing, Lola? Are you being a good girl or a bad girl?
Chef Chad, say hi.
He just doesn't want to answer the question. Yeah, I'm tired. Ooh, I'm good.
I'm tired too. I went to the beach
Butch
yesterday.
like did not sleep well last night. He was like tossing so much, and it was like it woke me up. It was so annoying.
Did he have like
I was gonna kick him out of bed.
Did he have the bubble guts?
No, I don't know what was going on, but he was like tossing and
Turning?
yeah,
You sure he didn't have
and
the
like
bubble
raising
guts?
his legs up and then kicking me in the back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "What are you doing?" Like just so he was like, "Can you turn over?" Because he was like kept. I don't know. I couldn't take it.
Do you have to get one of those beds that separate?
Yeah, we're gonna get two singles.
Like Lucy? Like I Love Lucy.
Yeah,
Remember back in the day
yeah,
those shows they were like they had to
yeah.
separate the bed. That was so stupid. Like
So
did
crazy.
Americans really live like that? Separate beds? I mean I wouldn't mind living like that because like I snore and I toss and turn, you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. That's so weird. I guess it's kind of nice you have your own space, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how
When
I
you
feel about
the first time you slept with Wish, like sleep. I'm talking about sex now. I'm talking about sleep.
that. Uh-huh.
Was there like a did you try to get your side? Cause like I like to stay on the side where I can just get out of bed. Did he make you like is his bed? Okay, I like putting my bed against the wall for some reason, but I know there's been times that I put it like in the middle of my room, you know. But
Yeah,
did he
it wasn't against the
yeah,
wall.
it's not against the wall.
No.
Oh, okay. But did he right away try to say, "Oh, this is my side," or did you try to say, "Oh no,
Uh,
this is my side"? Like,
no, it kind of worked out well. Like he wanted the side by the window, and then I wanted the side that was like not like by the door. And we've always like it's always worked out like that.
ah, hmm, interesting.
So we've changed sides because it's not really about the side
Mm-hmm.
so much as it is like where the bed is positioned to the.
Mm. Because I'm sitting my ways. I like a certain side of the bed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
um. Wait. Let me think about the other. Yeah, the apartment too. We had the door in the same place and the window in the same place, and then at his. But when we were at his place,
Mhm.
it was opposite. the door, his the window and the door were opposite, and we did sleep. I slept on the other side. Yeah. So I guess the side doesn't really matter to us. It's about where the position is in the room.
I don't know. Like, it's a trip when people put their bed not on a side of the wall, and I don't know why. It always bothered me. I like to have my bed on the side of the wall for some reason. Even though my room, I could put it in the middle, like by the window, you know, put it like right in the middle, you know. I
Well,
guess
maybe because you're one person, but if you're two people, then you can't really, because then you can't get out of
no,
bed
because
unless you like climb on.
no, because when I lived with my girlfriend like many years ago, I put it against the wall. We put it against the wall, but she would just like jump on bed, and then I just make her. I would shove her over, like she would like hug the wall, kind of. I guess
Yeah, but then how did she get out of bed?
she'd just jump over me, or like she'd like scoot down, like towards the
Yeah.
towards the feet. But a lot of times
I
she
don't
used to
know.
like a lot of times she used to like jumping over me, and like she'd dig her fucking elbow into my side just to be a bitch.
It's not the most convenient.
I mean, at the time, I didn't really care. Like, I don't know. It's just, that's the way. I remember there was times she'd be like, well, let's put the bed here. And I was like, no, I don't want. Just leave it like that. Why you gotta move it? But I can totally see why, yeah. I'm actually looking at my room. Maybe I might change it up. I've been wanting to paint it.
Where's John? I thought you said he was
I know, I don't know. Maybe he saw that we weren't gonna do the thingamajig. And it was supposed to be a wrestling night, but everybody was.
Maybe
like,
it was me. He doesn't like me anymore.
No, Robin, stop. Don't do that to me. Some guy did that to me the other day.
What?
Some guy did that to me. What you just did.
Chef Chad.
Chef Chad. Did he say something?
No.
Chef Chad, you say something? Chef Chatty Chat? So, I was playing Xbox the other night with my friend and my friend Katie Cakes. So, we were playing, right? And I met this guy on my game the other night. He's like, I met him in a dungeon. And he's like, oh, dude, you know, where'd you get this? Or where'd you get that? How'd you get that? And how'd you get your level so high? I'm like, oh, I've been playing this shit for like 3 years. Just grinding, you know. I got my character really high up. Not in game, because there's other guys that are like been playing the game for like 7-8 years since it came out. But I'm pretty high up there, right? So we just had that one conversation one time, and then he sent me a message, like a party invite the other day, but I didn't respond because I'm like, yeah, whatever. He's like from England, you know. So those guys have like, they come on at weird hours, you know. For like, we could be playing, you know. So it's like, we're never like,
Yeah, because they're 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, more than that, I think. They're like 7 hours ahead. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys are 3, and then you still got all that lake, that fucking ocean across, that's another 3 hours. I think they're ahead by 6 hours or something like that. Anyways.
Oh, yeah, for you.
For me, not for you. Yeah. So, I get a message from him, and he's like, bro, I need your help. So I'm thinking, oh, it's a fucking, he needs my help in some kind of mission or dungeon or maybe whatever.
Yeah.
So then he's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I wish I could read the fucking messages, but it was something like, bro, I don't even know who I am right now. And I'm like, whoa. And then he's like, can you talk to me? Please talk to me. And I'm like, it's that fucking conversation really freaked me out, right? So then,
yeah, that's crazy.
So then,
and it's like a kind of a stranger.
Yeah, he's kind of a stranger. I don't really know him like that, right? So then,
wow. Why did he reach out to you?
I don't know. So then I tell Katie, hey, I'm gonna invite this guy. It sounds like he's having issues, right? Because he was like, you know, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Just please, can you help me? Help me, please. So I invite him to my party, right? So he joins a party where it's me and my friend Gummy Bear and Katie Cakes, because we were like doing dungeons that night. It's the girl. I don't know if you've been to my my YouTube channel, but it's the girl I'm always playing like Monopoly. She's always talking shit to me.
Okay.
But anyways, so we're playing, right? So then he gets on and he's telling us how, like, you know, he just feels like shit, and like his friends are like bullying him, and they're just like, you know, just like crazy shit, dude. Like, and I was like, But what are his friends doing to you? Like, just block them out. Are they like real life friends? And he's like, no, they're Xbox friends. And my friend tells him,
Oh.
yeah, so my friend tells him, well, just cut them out of your life. You know, don't talk to him. I go, where are these guys? And he's like, well, they blocked me. So I'm like, oh, okay, so then you don't got to deal with them. He's like, no, I know they're still fucking with me. He's like, I don't know
Oh.
what I'm going to do. Like, I should just end it. I should just end it.
Oh.
And we're
Oh,
like, no.
God.
And so then we're like, no, dude. And my friend's like trying to talk to him. And then we're like, how old are you? And she's like, I'm 16. And I'm like, oh, dude, you're 16? These emotions are like, when you're 16, bro, you get all these emotions, dude. You just want,
Yeah.
it's kind of normal, bro. You really should go talk to somebody. Like, go talk to, like, do you have anybody you can talk to, your family or something? And he's like, no. And then all of a sudden he just turns it on us and he's like, oh, you guys think I'm a real piece of shit, huh? And I said, dude,
Oh.
no, man. Like, what? Like, why you
Oh,
coming at us?
God.
Like, he's like, yeah, you guys. And then, like, he starts, and then, like, he gets quiet, right? And he's like, you guys will see. You guys will be sorry. So then he gets quiet,
What?
right? So then me and Katie are like, hey, dude, don't do nothing stupid, man. You know, and Katie's like, man, I'm gonna fuck, because, like, he wouldn't talk, right? And then she's like,
Yeah.
he got his gamer tag. Who should we report him to? Can we report him to somebody? Can we do a wellness check on this kid? You need
Yeah.
serious help, you know. So then he leaves the party and starts sending me messages one after the other. I heard what you guys are saying. You guys are gonna send the cops to my house. That's fucking bullshit. But you'll be sorry. You watching, wait. You'll be sorry, you know. And I'm like typing him,
Oh,
dude. Like,
God.
I'm typing the guy. I'm like, hey, bro, you know, like, it's not cool, man. Please don't. And then I'm thinking, this is why his friends blocked him. This is why they block people, because people from
Yeah, he's
Xbox don't
got
want
like
to.
mental
Yeah.
issues.
They don't want to hear that shit. They're there to escape reality. They're there to blow off steam. They want to play video games. They're not there to
I don't
be a
want to deal with that.
psychiatrist, you know. So then
Oh, God.
it got pretty late, and he just would not stop messaging me. So that at the end, he messages me. He's like, "Oh, I feel better. Thank you." I said, "God
Oh,
bless."
God.
I go, "God bless, bro. You need serious help. I'll pray for
Oh,
you." So then
boy.
that, ended. So then in the morning when I woke up, there was like fucking more messages waiting for me. You know,
Oh,
I
God.
still feel horrible. This and that, this and that. I just didn't even respond. But I don't want to block him. I don't want him to be like, see, another guy just blocked me. You know, I
Are
just,
you gonna actually pray for him?
of course, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do that, so I don't know
You
what
don't
it's
pray?
like. No.
I thought I'd just pray.
I don't know. I don't like. It's not like.
I mean, like, I don't pray, but I will, like, say a little, like, just in the morning, I'm like, wait, God, take care of my family, please. Make sure nothing happens to me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Like, little
Oh,
prayers
that's
like
nice.
that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bush says, this story sounds like my experience at Pod Trash every day. Hey, Bush, you think I'm a piece of shit, right, Bush? But you'll see. You'll see. That was weird. I've never had anybody do that to me. When you started doing that shit to me, I'm like, what? What do you want me to see? That's a weird way of thinking. You know? Like, I'm gonna kill myself, and that's gonna show you. You're gonna see. That's gonna show you, and you're gonna feel bad after I'm
Oh
gone.
my God. It's too much.
Yeah, right. So I don't know, man. I just stopped talking to the kid. But I keep my party open. If he wants to jump in, whatever, jump in there. But other than that, I don't know what to tell him, man. You know, he's 16. And he lives in England. England. Can't do nothing about that,
It's a lot to deal with.
right? Hey, Wish, did you hear my opening? I opened it with Garth Crooks. Garth Crooks is on stage. Yeah, so what do you think?
Which wants to know if he was a weirdo the first time.
No, but he was just an interesting guy. Hey, Britt, go ahead and get in here. Join our party. We got Chef Chad in here. It's always a party when Brett shows up. So what's been going on with you? How's the Animal Crossing life going, Robin?
It's good.
I haven't seen you been streaming. Have you been streaming?
No, I haven't streamed. I should do that. I forgot.
I I followed you, but I don't think that they have like an option to like notify you when you go on. You gotta take that kids thing off. Like it's not for kids. Mike,
Yeah.
Chef Chad, Mike Croft is Chef Chad is one of the WDM original dudes back in the day.
But he's not talking.
But he doesn't want to talk because like we're not original WDM. He might talk to
Maybe if Whoosh
Wish
came
came
in,
in.
he'd
He'll
talk
probably
to
yeah.
him. We're not
Oh, Matt Denton.
fucking Matt Denton blocked me.
He blocked you. Maybe he was
Yeah.
maybe he was secretly in love with you.
I don't know. I thought we were cool.
Isn't he Eat My Ass or was that another guy? I remember there's a guy called Eat My Ass.
Was that the same guy? I like pizza and something else.
I don't know. I think Eat My Ass though was from England too. No, that's not. No, that's the original OG Chef Chad. He's a
No,
chef.
yeah, neither Chad. No
Yeah.
Chad. Not
Too many Chads.
not any Chad you know. A good Chad.
Yeah, he's a good Chad. So what do you think?
What?
What do you think of what I just said? Should I reach out to this kid again? Try to like maybe help him?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a lot to take, man, when they come at you like that sideways.
I know.
Have you ever had depression? Because I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah, I have. I have had depression. I had it like after I had my daughter. I had bad depression. And then I actually had it again, like during this. I had some
Coronavirus?
depression. Yeah, during this whole like quarantine thing. I think a lot of people like it brought out a lot of depression, anxiety.
I had all those
Some
things
people-
before.
Oh, the great J Dummy!
Oh, sorry, you win.
Yes. Yes. Hold on, sorry.
Give me time to eat my apple.
What are you trying to ask me, lady? Can you ride your scooter in the street?
No.
I'm on a phone call here. Every time I call in lately, I think I got a clear second. My kid's up my asshole.
How do you know
I
I'm
guess
not,
that's
Britt?
what they do.
Britt, jump in here.
Wish you guys were naked.
I am.
What a weirdo.
Look, when I go into my room, I take off all my clothes automatically. Shoes,
You do?
yeah. A shirt. I walk around in my boxers. Unless I go to the kitchen, I put on like my pants.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If I'm, I can't like.
Let me
keep
call you
on
back.
my
I'm sorry.
jeans-
Yeah.
Okay. I can't keep on like my jeans and like my outside clothes.
Mhm.
I like to not wear any pants,
I
but
like
if my
that.
kids are here, I wear like pants or shorts.
Mhm.
But
I need-
not like I would never keep on like jeans. And Whoosh keeps on jeans when he's just like hanging, and I don't get it. It's like the weirdest thing.
I need a. Were we live when you said that? Like, I don't got no pants. I need to find that clip. I need to isolate it.
One of my friends was like said to me like, "You wear your heart on your sleeve, hands down." And I thought she said pants down, and I was like, "Yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve, pants down." And she's like, "No, hands down." I was like, "Oh, I think it better describes me. I wear my heart on my sleeve, pants down."
Pants down. Pants down.
I think that's a good description of me as a person. Can you
What
hear
did I
me
say?
running?
Hey, I heard you guys talking about Peloton. Someone buy a Peloton?
Yeah, Kelly.
Really? Are you guys gonna be Peloton buddies?
Yes.
Okay, now. Can we say who's back? I
Yeah.
think everybody knows, right?
Yeah.
A little gossip here. We're gonna do a little gossip minute. The great Forza is back, my sweetie. My love
Yep.
Forza. I missed her. Kind of miss Shuby though. I miss Shuby. It was so funny when you guys watching you guys play that game. When you found out, like, did you find out like immediately, or you didn't know who she was, or?
Um. Yeah, she messaged me and she said I got Animal Crossing, and then she messaged me and said like it's Forza, and I was like cool, like I was like, oh my god, no way. And then like I played, we were on air, so we played for like an hour or something, and we were going to her island and hanging out all together, and I didn't. So then the next like and then we got off the air, and I said, can you go onto mic for a second just so I know it's actually you.
We need to verify.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm surprised you didn't ask me sooner. I'm like, well, I was on air and I wasn't like, saying anything, so it didn't really matter if you could have been anyone. It wouldn't have changed anything what I'd said.
I totally know that first when you told me that. I don't know why her name just popped into my head, but her name
I
and
know.
also Booney's name came into my head. That would have been fucking crazy if it would have been Booney. And
Oh my god,
it
but
would've been
why
like,
would he reach out to me and be like,
I
hey
don't
Robin,
know.
can we
That's just what I
can we
thought.
play Animal Crossing? That would be so weird.
That
He
would have been
hates me.
funny. He does. He does
Yeah.
hate you. Poor guy. Poor Robin.
He hates me, so that was
I don't know
not...
why. I think it's because like he developed a bond with Wush, and he was like,
I broke
here
it.
comes this
I broke
girl
his
gonna get
phone.
involved, and then because you were
Yeah.
like always around, you know how he would like hide in his basement, so he kind of kept his girlfriend out of the, out of sight, out of mind while he did his shit,
Yeah.
Me too, Larry King. Me too. I wish Booney would come back. That would be fucking so
Me
awesome if
too.
he did. It will revolutionize pod trash. It will light a fire under all these fuckers.
I know. And if there was Wush and Boone.
Mm-hmm.
Wush and Boone was so great. I wish.
Have you heard anything from Max? Is he like fucking? Did he finally join the KKK or something?
Yeah, he calls me all the time.
Really?
No, I have no idea what he's up to. But I was just talking about him today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I did my I had my book club, and we were talking about this book called Rising Out of Hatred or something, and I was like, oh, I knew a white supremacist.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he's a white supremacist.
because they were saying, I wonder if it would change their ideas if they read this book. But just reading a book, like, also Max is different because he wasn't really a white supremacist before, was he? Like,
no.
His views changed.
I think it was with all the. You can actually now understand how Hitler got all his people all ramped up because they would listen to the way that like the Jews, you know what I mean? So it's just funny to me how some of his views are just so right wing, but like even past right wing, it's like.
In this book, Rising Out of Hatred, it was a really good book. I recommend it to everyone. The guy he changed his ideas because he went to university and then he met all these different people, and he was like, hey, if I hate these people, like if I think that everyone who's non-white should be like sent out of America, then like what about like my friends, like with these guys that I made friends with at university, like what would happen to them, and what would that look like exactly. And but then Max is different because it's like he was friends with you. Well, not really. I mean, before he was, right?
I wouldn't say we were friends, but we were civil. I mean, we were never. I mean, except that one time we went at it, but
So it's not like you would.
yeah,
It's like he knew people. Well, okay, so Jewish people. Like he liked me.
yeah.
He liked J Dummy. So his thoughts were formed later after
Mhm.
he knew people, and then he. Where do they want all the non-white people to go? Like,
I
how
don't
would
know.
that look like? And then also, if they think all the non-white people should leave because like America's theirs, like what isn't America like belong to like the indigenous people? Like
Hmm.
shouldn't maybe all the white people have to go?
Well, that's their point, though. It's like we conquered you, so this is ours. Get out of here. You know. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In actuality,
Yeah.
they conquered us through because. Well, I mean, at least the Northern Americans, they fought back, but they just didn't have the firepower, the manpower, and plus they got the diseases mostly killed them off. You know, when they would come over here, they would give them like jackets and shit that had like smallpox, you know, or blankets, and then
Yeah.
that would kill off the. That was like their white person's weapon back in the day. They tried doing that here, and they saw how good. And then they tried to do it in Africa, but that shit didn't work over there because they were the ones dying over there because I guess some malaria or something like that. That wasn't, you know, their part. They weren't adapted to that, so they kind of like died off. But I mean, it's like crazy, dude. Like how our fucking history evolved.
Yeah.
But I'm not bitter at all.
What?
I live in the greatest nation in the world. You know, I'm happy my parents came over here to have me here. I am. I am. There's a there's a comedian, George Lopez, and he was like, "Yeah, we think we're all bad. You know, we're all Chicanos. Yeah, I'm down, eh? You know, I'm Mexican, eh?" And then you go down to Mexico, and they're like, "Oh my God, they live like this." Oh my God, they live in little shacks. John, where's the Lord? He never. He said, "I'll join you guys."
Yeah, I think he doesn't like me anymore.
I'm gonna tag him.
Now he's got a girlfriend, and he doesn't want to hang out with
Oh,
us
he's going
anymore.
through that too. Yeah, I was going through that for a little bit.
Yeah, people always disappear when they partner up.
Mm-hmm. Gotta do the boyfriend thing. Haven't you noticed I haven't been in Discord for a while too?
Oh, I'm so tired.
I haven't even been on the internet as much as usually I am. You know. There's this other one that I'm from. The first Discord I ever joined. There's like four of us in there, 4 or 5 of us that we just kind of like. But the girl that's her Discord, I think she had corona. She was like in and out of the hospital, and I barely found out yesterday. I was like, oh shit, are you alright? And she's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like, bro, she's like, bro, I just threw up blood. I'm like, what?
Oh
Get the
my
fuck out of
god.
here, you know.
Lurie maybe had it. Lurie, did you have coronavirus? And are you okay? How do you feel now? She had like a crazy high fever.
Well, she lives in Canada, so she's got good insurance. She should go to the hospital. Was she able to go to the hospital now?
I don't think so.
No, you can't go to the doctor. He's not covered yet.
No. Me too. I want to be tested if I have the antibody because I was so sick at the end of December. I feel like I had it. Like I was so sick. Never been that sick in my life. Like I was like, what the fuck? And I was thinking today that I did lose my smell, and they say that that's what happens. One of the symptoms.
What
I
do you
don't know.
mean? What do you mean you lost your smell? Your sense of smell?
Yeah, when I was sick,
Oh.
and they say that happened with this one.
Hmm.
I feel bad for this like instructor. She's like a fitness instructor, and oh my god, her husband has been in a coma for
Oh shit!
like
Really?
yeah, like for wait, let me see. I don't know. It's been like 2 months now that he was hospitalized in late March, and then he's had septic shock, lung infections, and they had to um amputate one of his legs.
What? All over the
Yeah.
corona?
Yeah. And they like they said he's like tested negative now for coronavirus, but he's still like not recovering. Like it's
Oh no.
really slow to get. I don't know, it's really bad. Yeah, fever. I had such a high fever. I was like sweating, and like I had chills, and I was sweating so much like like I would have to change my shirt because I was so wet. And then like was so uncomfortable. I'd be lying in bed like, and I couldn't watch shows. I couldn't do anything just cuz it like my body was in so much pain. Like it was uncomfortable, like it was hurting everywhere. Um and it lasted like a week. Like it wasn't even like it was one day. It was like a week that I couldn't get out of bed. Like I had the kids and they were like eating bagels cuz I was just like I can't move.
Were they
It
Jewish
was
bagels?
awful. What?
Were they Jewish bagels?
Yeah, obviously.
Do you eat bagels with
Montreal
cream
bagel.
cheese? Because that's how I eat my bagels. With cream cheese.
I don't know what they ate it with, but I just felt bad cuz I was like I didn't feed them.
Bagels and orange juice sometimes is my breakfast. Like for a long time. A cup of orange juice, you know, and my bagel. I even have a toaster that's for bagels only. Because you know how they're like a little bit more wider.
Oh yeah. Britt, can you unmute?
Oh, we gotta mute him. Why do we have to mute him?
I don't know. Do we have to or no?
Yeah, we do.
Hello?
Sup kids? Sup kids? How are you?
Yo, yo, yo,
How
yo.
are you?
I heard Robin feeds her kids Fruit Loops.
I can't hear you very well.
Step up to the mic, Brett.
Yeah.
Like that Robin feeds her kids Fruit Loops or Crispix or I don't know, not food.
Bagels. I was giving for a
right.
week they were eating bagels because I was so sick. But
No.
Eggos. They were talking about how I wouldn't let my kids have Eggos, but I did. That was Danny starting lies.
No bagel, no bagel, no bagel, no bagel, no bagel, no bagel. I love bagels. I get my bagels from the 99-cent store.
Robin, were
What?
you depressed? Like you said, you're depressed. Is that what? I don't understand. What was the impetus?
Oh, we were talking about. Oh, he was talking about some guy on PlayStation or something who was depressed, and he said, "Has anyone ever been depressed?" And I said, yes, that I have had depression in the past, but no, we were talking now about maybe having coronavirus.
Oh.
Because I was really really sick at the end of December, and I wonder. Lori said that she didn't get tested for the antibodies yet, but she thought she had it, and I was saying I thought maybe
Shit.
I did.
I've definitely heard a bunch of people like they said like in Wuhan that it was probably there like August.
August,
right?
I know.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Yo, my friends. I had two friends in Atlanta. Both got it. Both got tested. Both got tested positive. Luckily,
Oh,
they
really?
survived. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know, but I don't know. I'd like to know if I had it.
I mean, like, it's kind of good if you got it and you went through it. It's kind of good.
Yeah, but I heard that people are still, even if you got it and you get better, there's a chance you might get it again.
You could get it again?
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Like, seriously, they don't fucking know what the hell they're talking about. No one knows what they're
They
talking
don't. They don't.
No, I know. I know it's so crazy because they'll say, "Oh, you shouldn't wear masks. Oh, you should wear masks." They said you can't get it from people who are asymptomatic. Now you can get it from, or you can, or you can't. Like they don't know anything. It's so crazy, annoying, and like hard to deal with.
seriously, yo, like, I don't know. My mom's been, my mom. I don't know. Whatever. My mom's been watching shit on Facebook and shit. She's like, "Did you see this? Did you see that?" And there's like, they were like,
I know, dude. My mom. Oh my god. I fucked up by getting my mom another fucking
Oh,
tablet, dude.
I was
She
like,
just.
oh
"Stop,
my god! I don't
Jesus.
think
stop
my mom's
watching the
ever gonna
videos.
leave the house
Stop
again.
watching the videos."
My mom, man. My mom's like very religious, so she's like watching all these like
Mine too. Mine too.
Gary Lee,
What is
you
it?
know.
What is yours watching?
She watches Gary Lee, Cash Luna, the Mexican ones, you know, from like Argentina, and supposedly they're prophets, you know. And she like comes to my room. She's like, "We gotta stock up on water."
Does
Let's
she
share
light
it.
candles?
No, she don't like candles, no. But she's like, "You need to be prepared. This is the end times." And then plus, she's a fucking Trump supporter. My mom is diehard Republican. She came here and fucking Reagan gave her amnesty, and she was like, ever since then, dude, fuck, no turn, you know. And I tell her all the shit that Trump's doing, and she's like, it's just lies. It's just like he is fighting for Israel. You don't understand, you know. And I'm like,
She
oh,
doesn't
Mom.
like have those candles with the saints on them.
No, we're Christian. Those are Catholics.
Well,
But we used to when I was young. Yeah, we used to. She used to like my mom. I remember if she couldn't find something, she'd go to the store and get a certain candle for a certain saint, and she would light it, and then she would find whatever she's looking for. She swear by it. Then
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, and then like if you gotta go to court, there's a candle for that. You know, if you need
Oh.
money, there's a candle for that. You know.
but now
Yeah.
she doesn't do that.
No. Christians don't do
Yeah,
that.
Grizzly. So, like, what the
Why, you
fuck? What do you?
changed?
What do you acquaint yourself with? Like, I don't understand. Like, are you same as your mom? Are you different from your mom?
I'm a Christian, but I'm like not like that. Like I still go
But
to
why?
like.
Why did she change?
Actually, I was the first one to change. I was the first one to leave the Catholic Church, and I just wanted to. I went to.
And then you convinced everyone. You
No,
were
they
like,
they
"Come
did
on,
they
guys."
they used to go to this one
Yeah.
crazy church, but it was called Universal something. But those dudes like they just
It's
wanted
called
money.
reason and logic.
Yeah. So my mom like really dove into it because she was always a hardcore Catholic, you know. But then when she changed religions and got baptized again and all that, now she's on my ass to do all that, you know, to get baptized. But I'm like, I don't know. But I mean, I'll go to church with them and everything. It's just that they're Pentecostal, and I'm not like that. I'm not into like it's weird when they like start speaking in tongues and.
Is
dancing.
Pentecostal
I'm
like
dancing.
the 7-day Adventists?
No, they're different. Those guys are different. Pentecostal are the ones that supposedly talk in tongues, and they
I grew up in West Virginia, and we fucking went to a Pentecostal church.
So you know what I'm
Like,
talking
it's like,
about, right?
It's like Baptist but crazy.
Yeah. They get jiggy with it. But then what's cool is that when we go to church, like they dance, and then what I do enjoy is sitting with them and talking about the Bible. That I do enjoy. I'll sit down and we'll talk about the Bible. But then my mom gets mad when someone tells her, "Oh, I seen your son on Sunday at St. Francis," and she's like, "Well, what are you doing in the Catholic Church?" I go, I don't know. It makes me feel normal because I grew up Catholic. So sometimes at night, if I have time, I'll go in there and sit in the back and listen to the sermon. And always Sunday nights because that's when I have time.
Are you serious? So you sneak away to church? Is that what you're saying?
I don't
You
sneak
away
away.
to
I don't
church?
sneak away. I do what I want. But like if people see me, my mom has a lot of years around here. They'll be like, "Hey, I seen your son with the girl over at fucking Walmart," or like, and then she like gets all like nosy. But yeah, that's her thing though. I tell her that's your thing. That's where you're. I will
so-
like when the church needs something, I go and I'm like, they need this, they need that. I'll go and help. They want a donation for this and that, but
When you say the church, though, you mean the Catholic Church. You're like all about the Catholic Church.
What happened?
You're like you're all about the Catholic Church. Is that
No,
right?
no, I'm not all about the Catholic Church. I haven't confessed in a long time. I haven't taken the little bread that they give
Okay,
you.
so
and thing.
where do you like land? Where do you land church?
I
Is there
I go. I know. Yeah, we have a church over here that my family goes to. It's called Mount Zion, but
and it's what? It's Pentecostal.
it's Pentecostal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go into Catholic church. I'll sit there and I don't know. I just like sitting in there, and like kind of clears my head. You know, it's familiar to me from my childhood because like I was an altar boy and all that. So it's very familiar. But then once they see me in there, they always like come rushing me and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? We have a church group. Do you want to come?" No, I don't want to. Thank
How
you.
about you, Robin? Robin, what you got? What do you do? What when comes to church? Do you go to any church?
Robin checked out, eh?
Skipped.
Robin. Hello. Well, she's gone. So what's up with you, Brett? How you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, I'm doing alright, bro. Doing alright, bro.
What's up with J Wojtek? Where's he at? You keeping an eye on him? Keeping him in line?
Fucking, yeah, he's my fucking best friend. Also crazy.
J Dummy,
Oh, yeah.
welcome.
Hey, what's up? Sorry.
My dick just got hard, bro.
I don't believe you. Post a picture now.
I mean, like, come on, G Diamond. Like,
What happened?
Sorry about having to call and then bail.
Nah, you good.
Then my fucking dogs got out and I had to go fucking chase
Oh,
them.
that's the worst.
Fucking goddamn it.
G Diamond, you go to church at all, bro?
No. No. Church? No. It would be synagogue, but no, I don't go.
Oh, cause you're a Jew.
He's
You're a fucking
Jewish.
Jew,
We
bro.
got 2 Jews in here. Don't you know?
Jews.
You know-
I love me some Jews.
I joined. I need to leave this server. Maybe that's the answer.
Oh, you just need to mute it. You just need to mute it. Go on top and just say mute the server. What server did you join?
Mute server. Oh, okay. Until I turn back on. Nice. All right. Thank you, sir.
Whose server did you join?
It's fucking driving me nuts. I couldn't figure out what was happening. I joined the Den server. It's run by.
What?
I don't remember the chick's name. It's run by. I was in there just to see
Okay. You can give it back then.
Cynthia tear Lemonade a new asshole last night.
Oh, what happened?
Ooh.
I missed it.
What
Um,
happened?
well, they don't like. Okay, so I joined the RDA server not too long ago.
Yeah. I left, dude. I can't be around that server because all eyes are on me. They not the RDA guys, but other people in that community. Like I was in there for a little bit and then I left, and then they still was like, "Well, we know you're not down with RDA because you left that server." I'm like, "That's not why I fucking
Who's
left that server."
RDA?
They're a group of guys, kind of similar to Pod Trash.
Ross Dog Army, I guess. Is
Oh
what-
yeah.
So what happened?
Anyway,
Where'd you guys go?
I guess Lemonade's name came up when I got in there because she had sent nudes
Ooh.
to a guy named Rev,
Yeah.
and
Have you always been in there, or you're just a newbie?
no, I'm newbie. I
Okay.
still don't know, like, and everyone
Why
has
did you decide to join?
everybody has multiple names. Really, to say what's up with Cynthia and talk to her in a
Oh.
while.
Yeah.
That's where she's at. But
Oh.
anyway, so that's where this chick's names come back up. I remember you bringing her name up, and she's with the true crime community, this Lemonade Broad. or whatever. But anyway, I guess Lemonade's talking shit and saying these chicks are jealous of her and stuff. So it just they ended up in a voice chat, and Cynthia was tearing her a new asshole.
Were you in there?
Yeah, I was listening to it. That was
Was it fun?
Oh, you should have recorded it, J Dummy.
I don't know how to do all that shit.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was funny, listening to Cynthia basically tell the chick she's a fat pig. It's pretty funny. She was like, I guess one of the pictures Lemonade had sent, or I guess she did it on a stream. I think they screen captured it, but she was like licking her finger or something,
Whoa.
trying to be sexy, but it was like out of a jar or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
So she said, "Yeah, good job licking guacamole out of a jar, trying to be sexy." And Lemonade's like, "I'm allergic to avocados." It's like you're missing the point. She's like, "You're a fat pig." And I started laughing.
What's your
Um,
name? What's your name, Cynthia?
She changed it.
I
Like
know
that's
that she changed it. That's why I can't find her.
the fucking thing with this server too. Everyone's like got
Mm-hmm.
different names, or they change their screen. It's hard to get to know anybody or keep tabs on anybody.
Yeah, I think her
I
last
want to
name
join.
I'll
was.
send you. You want me to send an invite?
Yeah.
It's like very busy.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's a very big. Okay, so as for me, I was in that server, but at the time I was still friends with Lemonade at the time, right? So when she got in bad with the guys from RDA, they kind of like just fucked with her. They were fucking with her. So a lot of her enemies started jumping into RDA server, and I just kind of felt bad for the chick, you know. She was they were just fucking with her, so I just said I don't want to see this shit, so I just left, right? I never even participated in there. Anyways, so then like about a week later, she turns on fucking Casper, right? She fucking doxes Casper's picture, a private picture he sent her.
Who did?
That
Oh,
girl
wow.
Lemonade, whatever her fucking dumbass name is.
Jamie.
Yeah. So that's when I just said, fuck her, fuck that. But I'm not gonna listen to her shit anymore. But
I was listening. She's
yeah.
one of annoying, obnoxious broad.
yeah.
Fuck.
Invite me.
So see, the only reason I haven't returned to RDA is I don't know. I left, and then they're gonna be like, oh, now he's back, So I just just forget it. I never even talk anything in there, so I just kind of stay out of it. But the RDA, remember the time we were talking shit about that guy. Remember, Robin. Remember, I was like that guy Jay, producer Jay. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, but he's cool. I was just fucking with him.
How do you get an invite for one of these?
I don't know. I think you just go to the way the podcast does it. You go to settings and invite.
Okay.
I don't think Cynthia's in our thing anymore.
I wouldn't think so.
Momo, are you the most handsome boy in all the worlds?
Say what?
Sir, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I'm
Never mind if it's too difficult.
well, it shouldn't be. I'm just freaking stupid. Member list. Hold on, maybe it's here. No. I'll figure it out, Robin. Sorry.
So they were fighting in their Discord, in the RDA Discord.
No. They were fighting in the Den Discord, which the girl's name is. Christ, let me see if I can figure this out. And meanwhile, like the garage used to be like MySpace, and it's.
They took it
Look,
over.
I just can't fucking. It's too much.
It's a shared space now.
The Den.
The girl's name is Morning Star. I think that runs the server.
Oh, send me an invite. I'll jump in there.
Send me an invite.
I'm about to leave. I only went in there just to see the fight.
So no, stay in there. Send me an invite. Let's go.
I don't know how.
I think you go. I think you
Invite
just.
to different.
It says
these
invite
different
people.
servers.
If you can hit the top, the top drop down thing where it says invite people.
It says plus invite.
Hold on. I'm just now. It's looking at the Nitro boost. I don't know where the fuck to go.
Yeah, I don't. Never mind. It's fine. I'm fine.
It's not that important, I guess. I wish
I'll
you would have
get it.
recorded it.
I'll get guys. I'll figure it out.
I wish you could.
I don't think
You
so.
should
I
have
don't think you
recorded it,
will,
man.
I'm not sure that I will, but I
When so that
Yeah,
guy
we'll-
so that guy Rev, right? So that guy Rev supposedly got some pictures from her, right? So he was doing it to a lot of the girls. He was hitting up a lot of girls at the same time. So what happened was Cynthia got word of it, dude, and she fucking took him into a Discord. And she just started fucking going in on this kid, man. Just hammering it.
Found the message guy.
At one point, she got so fucking mad. She was like, "I fucking you fucking nigger." And I was like, whoa! You know, that's how angry she got, dude. And I was like, I missed recording that, dude, because they took it down. I guess she must have asked the guys from RDA to take it down. But there's a recording out there somewhere.
Go to
There's a
bed.
recording, you know.
That's
Go
great.
to bed, Whooshy. Go time for bed, Whoosh.
Oh, look who's here.
Let me
Hi.
see if this will work. What's up, Jeff?
It's nothing, man. What's up with you?
Robin's a little disappointed
Guys.
in you.
All right, try
Guys,
Robin or Andy, the one you wanted. I think I just clicked
Den.
something.
What's up, Robin? Go ahead,
I just-
Robin.
I just took some weed.
Oh, really?
Oh, you did? Ooh.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can rectify the situation I got going on over here.
You're
So
so
I,
Wait, is
cute,
that
Robin.
the one I want to be in?
I may want to
I
partake
guess
too.
that's called the Den.
I joined.
Oh, that's not the
Whatever.
that one. The one you were looking for.
Oh,
Invite people
Oops.
there.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay,
joined it.
Morningstar. I think I know who that is.
Is that bad that I joined it?
Hey,
Oh,
Robin.
There's a lot of people in here that are from, like, that true crime thing.
Yeah.
Robin, I took some weed too.
You did?
I did a whole bunch.
Oh my.
I'm gonna take some more.
oh my goodness.
I'm a weed guy.
Robin, what are we not friends on here?
On where?
Oh my god, this is becoming a real pain.
Yeah, we're friends.
We're friends on this thing, right? This Discord.
She
Yeah.
told me she wouldn't accept you as a Discord friend until she was really 100% sure. I bet you.
Oh, there are people in there talking right now.
Yeah, I sent it, Robin. Jeez,
Thank you.
sorry. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my
what-
goodness.
There's,
Look
peop-
at this.
there's people talking in there right now.
Alright, there we go. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Yeah. I got a message. Someone sent me a message. And this is the beginning of direct message history. You got the Patreon role by reacting to the Den Bar and Grill. Okay. So, if anything happens, I'll listen and I'll record, guys. The drama. A lot of drama in that community, bro. I kind of like been kind of staying away from it. I don't want to get caught up in it.
There's a lot of. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff.
This isn't.
Is
the-
this guy? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying this isn't even the RDA Discord. The RDA Discord is just a bunch of people in there, man.
Is this show Party Line or Gossip Hour?
It's
This is. I don't
nothing.
know.
It's like we just said, let's get on. It was supposed to be a wrestling night, but we're gonna postpone it for another night when Static's ready to come on, and I'm gonna buy my mask so I can go on camera. I want to buy me my La Parka mask.
Ooh, look at that Tasha, 39, looking good. Tasha.
Where?
Jack posted a pic.
Where?
You gotta.
Um,
It's gotta make you wonder what exactly is Jizz searching for.
Ooh,
Because
she's
he posts these women, and you can refine your search, can't you?
I don't know, but it says she's 39.
she's hot.
39 in dog years.
Like, I mean, maybe he's got the search right, but people just managed to get in there.
This baby got 39 chins.
39.
So my niece, my favorite person on this planet, just had a baby girl.
I thought I was your favorite person.
No, you're my favorite person in Montreal, but not on the planet.
Oh. Okay.
Don't tell Whoosh, because I think I've told him the same thing.
Anyway, so she had a
Little baby girl, and
Aw,
I'm so
man.
excited, but I'm so sad I can't go see her.
oh, where?
Just like a daughter to me.
Where
Just
is-
a couple hours away, but until they lift restrictions and it's a newborn, I don't want to chance.
Yeah, no. Pictures for now.
Because you're my favorite person in Montreal, I would risk it to see you because, who cares? You're not a newborn,
Yeah,
not by far.
I'm going to Barry.
Are you?
Mm.
I'm surprised you weren't there all along. You should have been sequestered at the cottage, and then you could have been water skiing instead of sitting
but
at home.
it's my
wondering-
dad's cottage. I can't be like, hey, I'm gonna sequester my. Also, my dad's cottage has got enough going on because my dad's wife and my dad are still working, and his wife's the mother-in-law, she's got lung cancer, really really bad, and she just finished treatment, and so she's been quarantining at the cottage so that she doesn't have to be with them. But now they're going up to the cottage. I don't even know. So my dad's like, you can't come over. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm the one she has to
Wow.
be worried about.
Now
Like,
I've met your dad, Robin, and isn't he like 180 years old? Why is he still working?
I know. And he's like, ugh, I know.
When I met her dad, it was funny. It was his birthday party, and they had me come and do magic. And I think it was like a tribute to old Hollywood or something.
Yes.
So her dad, I don't know if he blackened his hair as well, but he had on this big fake mustache and just like sort of like Groucho Marx. It was pretty funny. I still see him in that video every
How
once
old's
in a
your
while.
dad, Robin?
Just static. I diddle her double chin.
How old's your dad? Like he's in his 80s?
Yeah, 80.
No, you don't have to say.
Five,
He's in his
4?
80s. Wow.
Why doesn't he retire?
I know, right? No, tell them not to retire because as soon as they do, that's when they pass away. Keep them working. I used to have.
Yeah, he'll never retire. He loves it.
Yeah, I used to
Lola,
know.
what are you
I used to
doing?
know this
Stop.
old little Chinese man. I
Are
think
you
it was
okay?
Mr. Wakabayashi. He worked till he was like 75, I think, and they made him fucking retire. Died in a month.
Yeah, my dad would not do well with retiring.
True story. True story.
I bleached my hair more today.
You're blonder. You're blonder than
Yeah,
blonde.
but Wish didn't even notice.
Because you gotta put a hamburger on top of your head.
Or he didn't say anything. Yeah.
Wish, apologize to our princess.
Maybe he did notice, but it just looks like shit.
Yeah, you didn't like it. Maybe. That is definitely a possibility.
Edges Master Zero.
That's a possibility, but it doesn't make me, surprisingly, it doesn't make me feel better.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good
Or
afternoon,
good evening.
sir.
Good afternoon. It's like my bedtime.
It's 7 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's early over here. What you talking
It's
about?
early evening. Hey, Robin, sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. It's been a crazy past couple days, but
No,
Oh.
I get it. I get the loud.
I'll definitely mow your lawn though here soon.
Whoa.
Water.
Or water your lawn or pick your weed.
Water my flowers.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
No, it's not sexual, Andy. Get your mind out of the gutter.
No, I know you're talking about Animal Crossing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Don't you got a Mexican mow your lawn over there?
The Latino version.
Hey, that's an idea. I'll get on and I'll charge all you guys stuff in-game money. I'll come
The
over and mow
Latino
your lawn.
variant
Yeah.
on Animal Crossing.
Go fix your plumbing.
Yeah, Static said he'd mang that ass.
Oh yeah.
What's new, Andy?
Nothing, man. Just fucking.
Who's live
rockin',
tonight?
Rolling. We are.
No, but like who's actually hosting?
Me.
Oh, fucking score, dude.
Yeah.
Your audio sounds good.
Yeah, I should hope so. You hooked me up.
Dude, you finally got it down pat, dude.
Yeah, it
You're
sounds it sounds better. Now I know how to
Oh.
fucking like that show that I did with my friend Lupe. I know how to like take the background noise out to make it better. And we uploaded it. If you guys want to go ahead and download it, give it a listen.
You got it
I've
out.
also noticed your voice is sexier now.
Oh, I
Right?
know it is.
It's definitely a lot more like you got definitely a Latino little twist to it.
Let me smell your shoes.
Gives me the chubs.
I do want to buy a new mic and some headphones, so I'm looking at stuff right now. Cause I use my headset for my gaming, but for some reason like the left side is like going low and like it comes in and out, so I have to go buy a new one. But with this coronavirus shit, can't even walk in the store.
What's your budget for a microphone?
I don't know, man. I gotta research it.
Because I love the microphone I've got now,
What you
and
got?
it was not that expensive.
What you got?
It's a what is it? It's hold on.
Cause I got this microphone for $5.
Oh yeah, mine's called the Marantz. It was $50.
Okay.
But it's like I did a lot of research on it. It had really good reviews on Amazon. I researched the company. They use really quality components. I was surprised. Like I was like, okay, I'll take a swing.
You buy it on
Yeah,
Amazon?
Yeah, let me send you. Do you want me to send you the link?
I could just check real quick.
It was a $50 microphone though, so I mean it was a little pricey, but honestly, money well spent.
Somebody show up.
No, it's just
No.
Jack. Fucking hell.
Just me, J Dummy.
That's right.
I'm a plumber now, apparently. I can't do a voice. I'm sorry.
So bad.
So it's
I
called.
can't.
How do you spell it?
Here, I'm going to post a link because Forza wants it too. I'll put it in the Discord.
Forza. Forza's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Forza.
I've got an MXL.
I was looking at the MXL, and that was just about $20 more than I wanted to spend, but I would have done it. But the one that I got, like the Marantz Pro, I was really surprised at how great it is because it's good for voice. Because some microphones are good for singing, some of them are good for, like, depending on like the direction that you're speaking into. Obviously,
Ooh, that
I
looks
feel like I got to
nice.
be right up on this fucking thing.
on what?
My microphone, my MXL.
I like
And
how
it
they
was
get. Oh, okay.
It
Sorry
was
about that.
cheap. It might have been like $70.
Actually, the one I liked was the Shure microphone. It's good for live audio, and it was perfect. But I got rid of my little. I just had a little desk like mount, like mount thing. Not a mount, but just like a desk, like microphone, little small boom that just sat on top of the desk. So I got rid of the microphone, so I couldn't use the other microphone I had with it. But the Shure microphone was amazing. It was only like $40, but it's more for like live audio. It's not good for podcasting, really. I mean, it works, but the size of it isn't really set for like all the mounts that are out there.
That's a nice one, dude. I like how they put only one left in stock. Order soon. Bullshit.
Only one stock. You better fucking hurry up.
And then you buy
one
it and it doesn't go away.
The one that I sent,
Yeah.
there's only one in stock. Oh shit. Oh no, that's the one. Oh, that's the one Static did. Okay, let me. Oh shit, yeah. I could find. I'm sure they have more. But it had really good reviews on Amazon, and like I did some other research on it, and it's definitely more of like a budget option, but it's quality, dude. You'll be good with it.
Where'd John go?
Yeah, I mean, I got this one for $5. It works pretty good. It's hold on.
Yeah, MXL is a good one. MXL.
It's
really
pre-Sonos M7.
Love you, John.
Did John leave?
It's good to hear from John again. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Well, I didn't get to hear from him because I'm fucking dicking around with my kid and someone else's fucking kid. And what the fuck?
Fuck kids.
Fucking kids.
Oh, no.
Kids coming out of my fucking wazoo, chasing down fucking runaway dogs. It's like, can I fucking sit down
A
for 5
minute.
fucking minutes maybe? It's like, what the fuck, man?
Yep.
Jesus.
Doesn't that just make you want another one? Another one.
Fucking I know.
Wrong time. Wrong time.
Oh, it's never. That's never gonna happen. Never.
One and done. You're getting yourself fixed.
No. I'll fucking pull out if I need to. I mean, like I don't.
I'll pull out if I need to.
It's not that important to
That's your
decide.
plan.
Yeah. Well, she's got the deal. What's
IUD.
yeah. I always say it wrong and then like say it like it's the thing that'll blow you up in Iraq. An IUD.
What's
what are-
what's the thing that will blow you up in Iraq?
I don't know. I think they call them IDU. I don't know.
Oh, I know the name of that because that's what my cousin died of.
Davey,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
get the fuck to bed.
Yeah, I think it is called IUD or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cousin got fucking hit by that dude up in I think it was Afghanistan.
Yeah, a buddy of mine took some shrapnel. Fucking, they ran over it in their tank, and it like fucking blew a hole in their fucking tank.
Oh my god, my dad was a doctor for the Yom Kippur War or something in 1967, and I have his jacket. And I was looking everywhere for it. I thought I lost it, like it was at my ex-husband's house, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. I went through every box. I was so upset, and my ex-husband just found it today. I'm so happy.
Nice.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't make it anymore. They create baby bottle SL now.
No, Mike says it's IED.
IED, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the IUD something the girls use?
IUD.
Yeah, one fucks you up and one catches cum. And I always get them mixed up.
Holy shit! That microphone's $1,000.
Oh yeah, you want to sound good, don't you?
Holy shit! Nah, I'm good.
La 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 la. What the fuck? You spend
I think-
$1,000 on your
I think my-
professional?
I did a podcast with my friend a while back. He's like one of those conspiracy.
We
guys.
know, Andy.
Nah, not that
You need to
one.
rub it in, okay?
My friend from End of Days Radio, and wish that he had a nice mic. What kind of mic was
Daniel.
that? Wish.
So many different hosts and co-hosts
I know. right?
shows.
And you'll do a podcast with just about anyone.
Oh my god, you're making me feel. You're making me sound cheap. God.
I know. I'm a jealous ex-girlfriend.
Jealous ex co-host.
Oh, see? Ex-co-host. Been ditched.
The Shure SM7B dynamic microphone. Damn. $399. Shit. I think I'll stick with this one that I got for
Davey,
$5.
did you turn off your light? Oh, God. I have to go turn off the
Oh, J Dummy's live. Look at that.
These fucking kids.
Hey, J Dummy, do you have a La Parka mask?
Do I have what?
A La Parka mask. Fuck.
A La Parka mask? No, but I'd like one.
I'm gonna buy one.
I think that's quality purchase. The chairman of WCW.
Can I disconnect from? Oh no, I'm good now. It was feedbacking for some reason. Robin, turn your video on. Let's see that hairdo.
Did you brush your hair today?
Go brush your hair, Robin.
I'd bet you dollars to donuts she didn't even bother brushing her hair today.
Oh, I got news on him. Apparently, he's on lockdown. His wife don't let him out.
She's tired of him exposing her to
She got his ass
COVID-19.
on lockdown now.
I mean, I don't know why he would just go with it. Meaning, the last 3 fucking months, he's just been out and about hanging with faggy dudes.
Yeah, and at 60,
Yeah.
can't you tell your wife, hey, fuck you? That's what I'm counting on.
Forza, you gonna order the merch? The merch?
Hey, fuck you, I'll do what I want.
Oh, you gonna start doing shows now, Forza? That'd be cool.
Yeah, Forza should do a show.
Yeah.
Seems like getting all the equipment ready. Do you have a mixer or not? Like, let's start with the basics. If you got a mixer, then you need XLR. If you don't, then you can do a USB and just talk.
Man, you should have seen when Jay Wojtek taught me how to do everything. I was like, oh fuck.
Through the virtual thing.
Yeah, he's like, first you're gonna do this, and then he's like, oh fuck, I fucked it all up. Let's start from scratch. And I was like, oh god damn. And then like he took a screenshot.
Philosophical at 10:30.
What's that?
The Poeberry wants to get all philosophical at 10:30.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
Miss
I don't know
Poeberry.
how I feel about Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Go the fuck to bed.
that doesn't.
Yeah, well, count the animal sheep crossing your mind as you go to sleep.
Oh fuck.
Guess what? I don't care. Go to bed. No, I care. But can you go to bed and we can maybe discuss it in the morning would be better time. What? Go to bed.
If you get a mixer, get that little 502 from Bayringer. It's really just plug and play. You don't need extra cables. It's two channel.
Oh, two motherfucker.
Yeah, I had a small mixer. It was cute.
Mm-hmm. What happened to
Mine's
it?
huge.
Ask Bush if he remembers the days when I used to just light shit on fire in my garage to try to spark some YouTube views. And one
yeah.
time
I
it
remember those days.
kind of
Those-
got out of control.
Those days were pretty cool.
Yeah, those were the days.
How many Millers deep were you?
Those might have been the vodka nights.
Oh shit.
I don't think Miller Lights make you want to set fires. I think you got to go to a bottle.
Just go play.
Well, I mean, we know what J Void does on Millers.
Well, that's true. I think Miller's typically get you a couch on your front porch. That's
Has
what-
that happened? Has that happened to you?
No, it's what Crazy Southerner claims to do. He and his
Yeah.
friends go find on bulk trash days. They go find like a fucking couch that's been thrown away,
Hey,
and they'll go put it on somebody's porch. Like they'll block their front. They'll put it on their porch and block their front door with some random junk couch.
He's fucking oaky, dude. Like, well, not oaky. He's like redneck. I mean, that's like an everyday occurrence with those people.
Right after that, we're going cow tipping.
Are you gonna do a show with Forza there?
I would. I like Forza. Forza's cool. She's always been like super cool with me. So like I have nothing against her. Super sweet person. I don't know her too well, but absolutely I would.
Okay, well don't hit on her because I already called dibs on her. So if she ever gets a divorce.
Well, I
I'm
thought
her
she was
man.
married.
That's what I'm saying. If she ever gets a divorce, I'm her man. I'll be your man.
Okay. No, you
I'll be
got
your
you got
man.
dibs on her.
But just remember, Andy's a rough boy.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm no competition to Andy. Like, and that's all Andy's.
ZZ Top's going to be playing about an hour away from me in November.
Nice.
Wondering if I want to go see him.
There's a girl
Yeah.
saying I'm a dark, sharp dressed man.
I'm posting a picture of my mixer up. I got the Behringer
I think that's what I got. Let me show you.
the 1204. I got the 1204.
Let me
You
show
got
you my.
slides, shit. I've
Yeah,
just got a couple of dials.
I like the knobs better because this shit takes up way too much of my desk.
Yeah, mine's not too big. The one Static got me, it's I forget what the fuck it is.
But the little that what I will say is that the little that Whoosh actually kind of like integrated me with all this was so fucking helpful. Because he didn't do much. He just kind of like told me, oh, this is probably what you should do, or you should use this, blah blah blah. Like he explained it very well, very easily. And I got to say, like, damn, it was way easier than what Jay Voigt taught me. And I wasn't like I'm not criticizing Wojtek because he did teach me a lot of like the the login shit and all that. So like I'm not saying anything bad about him when I say that, but it was just like, goddamn, like it was so much work. And you do have to give somebody like Whoosh credit for actually establishing something like this way back in his WDM days when he was doing it, when the technology really wasn't there. Maybe he didn't have like all the knowledge. He just kind of did it from scratch. It just really like, you got to circle back and say like, damn, that really does take a lot of effort for somebody to do that.
That's what I got.
Oh yeah, see, dude, like I wish I had something like that. What is that? The 802? Oh yeah, like I looked at getting that, but the problem was that I needed 4 inputs, like 4 XLR inputs. When I was, because I actually bought this for my brother's wedding because I was the DJ, so I needed to have different. I needed to have 4 inputs, and then I had to have audio out as well as a USB in. So it just was, ugh. And actually, I should have just done the return cable. That just getting that return cable makes everything. It just makes life so much easier. That headphone to the input on your mixer.
Yeah.
Man, like doing the virtual audio cables. Like I don't know how Voitech still does it. I'm like, what? Like why?
Well, he's got it down. Like I couldn't follow it. It was like, okay,
Yeah,
so line
he does.
line 1 is line 2 is this, line 1 is this. It's like what? I should have gotten like a piece of paper out, and I guess.
See,
But
he took a screenshot for me. Like when he first set it up, he took a screenshot. He's like, "All right, take a screenshot." So I did it, and then like I followed it every time because I had Mac and PC at the time. He's like, "What are you on?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm on both." He's like, "Well, let's use your PC." And like, I wish I would have just gone to Whoosh and be like, "Hey, how do you do it?" Because like once I asked what, or actually I did ask Whoosh, and then, but I didn't feel like switching it over from my Windows to my Mac. But once I was like, okay, I'm ready to get onto my Mac, I was like, how do you do this? And kind of like stepped me through it, and I was like, oh wow, what a difference.
I think I have the same. No, I don't. Mine's a little bit bigger than yours.
choking my balls here.
Yeah. The fucking 1204, that's a good one. I still use it all the time, dude. Like,
I got
Damn.
a Fox fan in this garage.
Andy, you cleaned up your desk a little bit.
Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Looks all fancy.
Well,
I
I
need to
got
clean
rid of my
it, too.
TV. Remember my TV was sitting in there? That's my closet.
Yeah.
That's my closet.
So where are you playing your TV now?
He's got it on the wall.
I got it on my wall.
So Andy, are you gonna get the Xbox Series X or are you gonna get the PS5?
No, Xbox, bro. I'm on the Xbox.
Yeah, some of the Sony games look pretty cool, and I've always like appreciated Sony, but I've just always just used Xbox, and I just like all my friends are on there still. I mean, it's just like
That's the
I'm
thing.
yeah, I just fall into their ecosystem, and I don't mind it. Like I don't need the exclusives for Sony, but I appreciate them. Like I love it. So, but yeah, I saw the new PlayStation 5, and I was like, whoa, this thing is badass looking. Okay. Yeah, pimp setup, dude.
Game status.
Yeah, I need to clean off my table. Got a lot of junk building up. A lot of.
I need to wash my fucking walls. That's what I need to do. Or paint them.
Oh, have a no.
Bye, Robin. Wish put the kibosh on it. He's like, that's it.
Robin.
I'm done.
Robin's probably yelling at her kids, like Danny would say.
Yeah, she's probably beating the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love my kid, but
Sometimes you have to yell at them.
No, well, sometimes I fucking every time I think I got to sit down today, it's like one hat. She didn't let it happen. It's like, can I just get a goddamn minute?
Especially because you've probably been watching it for the last like 3 months.
Yeah, for a portion of that, my wife was here too, but yeah, that's a couple months.
Yeah, but God knows, like, dude, you don't always have fun when your wife's there. Sometimes you need some alone time, right?
Yeah, no, that's why I need my space and the somewhere. I got the garage, but my kid's got this little. I don't know if you can see this shit. You see the top of it. You see this thing in the bottom left of my camera.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it.
It's a little tent. She's got that and some other shit set up, and she's calling it her house.
Oh boy.
Like her and her friend wanted to come out here, and I told her I'm sorry, but
yeah, Daddy's got some weed out here.
you can play out in the backyard with your mamas. You can watch TV. You can run around. You can go up to your room. You can basically do whatever you want. The only rule I ever have is don't get hurt, don't make a mess. I'm serious. Those are like my rules. Otherwise, knock yourself out. But yeah, I said, hey, probably not gonna be able to play in the garage tonight. Sorry.
Yeah. Stay the fuck out.
Sorry. But yeah, daddy's babysitting time's ended. We'll ask the two moms to take it from here.
Look at Wish's setup. What the fuck is that on the wall? Wish,
Dude,
what
Wish
is
is.
that?
Oh, that's probably his modem.
That's pimp status, huh?
Dude, there's my old gaming PC, like on the floor there.
How dare you have it on the floor, Wish? She gave you a gaming PC and you have it on the floor.
No, it's cool. It's hardwood. You're good. As long as you don't have it on carpet.
What's all that white stuff? That table with the white box. Is that like a
Gum.
That a toaster?
Gum.
Not a toaster? Is that like your microwave, Wish?
That might be like a hard drive, 3D printer. I don't know. This is a kick ass. He does.
That chair looks too square. Can't spare a square.
Yeah, I think the chair might need some more work.
Right? That chair's too square, Wish.
Jesus.
But I would say his iMac's badass. I got an iMac again, and I fucking love it. Ever since because when I got rid of that gaming PC, I was like, okay. And then I had my Hackintosh here. I was like, all right, I need a new computer at work because we just laid my guy off, right? And that computer sucks ass. So I was like, all right, I'll take my Hackintosh down at work, and I use my stimulus check to buy an iMac. So I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like I love having an iMac again. Like the display on it is just fucking amazing. Like there's nothing else that's better than the Apple display. Am I wrong, Whoosh?
Oh shit, we got
hello.
We got the buff in here.
I gotta say, I'm super fucking jealous of your setup.
All right, that's a real fucking.
Oh,
that's like office.
thank you.
That's like
I don't appreciate that, Andy. The computer is in a very fascinating spot. It's on the floor. The only other place would have been to put it under the desk where my foot is, and I would have been kicking it. I have it nicely placed in the corner where it can't touch anything.
That's a perfect place for it, actually.
And I've been using it too.
Hey, is that guy robbing cars? What's Momo's problem?
Yeah, you might be right.
Why don't you go check it? Peek out a window, make sure that guy's not fucking out there.
That's Lola. First of all, she barks at every fucking little thing. But I downloaded this game, Quantum Break. It was for Xbox exclusively originally, and then they released them all on Windows. So I downloaded that and I played it like on maximum settings, and I've been playing that. So I used the computer for that. Other than that, Jesus,
what the hell was that?
Sorry, I thought I'd cover my face. I turned the wrong knob. Sorry.
Are you doing an Andy Cruz
one in your
tinkering?
pants.
No Andy Cruz.
Yeah,
tinkering,
so
please.
the white box on the table is like a light box for taking photos of jewelry. All that shit on the table is jewelry. That's like, I don't know, a lot of money in jewelry. And somehow it trusted me with that shit to take pictures of it. So you put it in that box and like you close it in there, and then you take a photo through this little hole in the front, and it's like specifically made for jewelry photography. So that's what I'm doing. And then I got a new I had a new client today. I mentioned something in the Discord about it, and this fucking guy, the client is really nice. So the first guy I did the website and jewelry for recommended me to somebody else, and he's like, oh, this is a friend of mine. He has a company also. He has no website. He's never used Instagram, Facebook, anything. He knows nothing about computers. So I said, okay, that's no problem. So I met the guy, and the client that I got before was nice enough to tell the other guy that I charge more than I really do. So, and he gave me that heads up. So then when I went to approach him, I was able to charge him that amount. So he goes, it's the same situation as the first client. a lot of these guys where they don't know about computers, so they hire this company that charges them like $300, $200 just to set up either a website or like per month. Or this other guy was charging him $200 for an email address, which is it's literally $2.99 for an email address. And so he set it up like it would be no problem. He's like, yeah, oh, my friend handles all of that. Would you be able to call him? And because I said you could use your existing domain, because he had a domain name with his business name in it. I said, why wouldn't you just use that instead of a new one? He said, oh, my friend has control of that. Here's his number. You deal with him. And so I called this guy on the phone, and he was just from the first second so condescending, so angry, and like pissed at me. And he's like, what do you want? So what do you want me to do? And I said, I'm just trying to get it so so-and-so's name has access to his own domain and email and to pay for it directly. And he's saying, he's like, you're just trying to get control of all of his stuff. I don't understand. He's a friend of mine. He's not even one of my clients. I do this for a lot of people. And I was like, well, dude, you're charging $200 for a $2 email. Like, this guy is your friend? And he's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. What, you want me to transfer the domain to you? Fine, I'll do that. I'm like, yes, that's what I'm asking for. So he finally does that. And then he hangs up on me. And then like the client starts messaging me. He's like, so what's going on? He just called me all angry. And I said, I don't know. I was just trying to get you the domain. And he's like, yeah, he said all this stuff that my email wasn't going to work and blah, blah, blah. So fast forward, I had to call the guy just keeps calling me. I text him because I don't want to talk to him. And I say, like, all we need is for you to transfer the domain to this new GoDaddy account or whatever. And the guy just like, when I would text him immediately, he would just start calling me and then start screaming at me on the phone. I've never dealt with this, well, actually, I mean, if we're talking like a Kleenex type of person, yeah, but this was like a professional business guy. And he was screaming at me so angry because essentially I blew up his spot and I just took money from him. But I mean, fuck you. You're saying the guy's your friend and you're charging him $200. I can understand if it was a client of yours, but the guy's your friend. And then the client said, he said, don't worry about him. I'm guessing he learned his friend was not really his friend and cut him off because he said, don't worry about him. He lied to me from the beginning because he told me when I would get an email, it would be in my control and I would have ownership of it. So he already had lied. And he said, I just paid him a few weeks ago, a couple $100 to renew everything. And I was like, that is ridiculous. Like it's $2.99 for an email. And he didn't even give you the domain. Like you don't have a website or anything. So you're paying $200 for that?
Wait, he's paying $200 for a fucking email address.
For an email.
I thought emails were free.
Yeah. Just so what the guy did was
email.
He buys a domain on GoDaddy at the cheapest price. He approaches people and asks them if they want a business email with their domain. So he buys up all these domains and he goes, you can have an email, your name at your business name as the domain.com. And then he charges them $200 each to host it on his own private, like POP3 server, which is like an email server. So he's been swindling people, I guess, this whole time. And I guess people like me are kind of starting to move in on that racket because the guy who recommended me, he had the same problem where he was paying this company $300 a month for them to just design a website for him that was just a marketing website. Like it had no product on it. You couldn't purchase anything from it. It was just a site with information like, this is where the business is located. Here's some pictures that were fake stock photos. That was it. And he was paying them $300. And he's like, I never sold a piece ever from that whole thing. So the same situation, they had control over his domains and his emails. And he would call them and he didn't know like what to do. So he doesn't know about computers as much either. So he called them. He couldn't get his domains back. So I had to call on his behalf. But that company was like super professional once I called them, because I'm like, hey, you don't own these domains. He owns them. He paid you for them. You got to transfer them over. And then within a day or two, they had the transfer codes sent to me. And that was the end of it. But it was just, I don't know, it was so stressful that phone call. Like I'm like super respectful and polite to people on the phone, especially when it's business related. And this guy was just so fucking angry. I can't even explain. Like, I wish I recorded the phone call. That would have been more entertaining to tell you the story. But
What is it with you? You don't record the phone calls. J Dummy doesn't record the fight. You guys are slacking here.
I don't. How would you do that? You'd have to have something set up to do that.
Well, I could call on a Mac. I could
Not
call
you.
over FaceTime.
I know you could figure it out. I'm saying, Andy's
you could put on speakerphone and record off your microphone.
No, you could just turn his Audacity on. Turn on Audacity and he record. You already set up through a mic. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. He could use his phone, put it on speaker, and just put it up to the mic. Speakerphone.
But I mean, are you connecting through your computer to the Discord?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you can just record off that. Like just like me, I'm recording right now. On
Yeah,
Audacity.
you know, dummy.
Yeah, come on, J Dummy.
I didn't know I could
just pretend.
Go to Audacity and it would be my open line. Wouldn't I have to tell Audacity what the fuck?
J Dummy, do you have like major arguments with people in business over the phone, like to where it gets to the point where you're about to curse them out? Or do you have to like stay? You have to stay professional.
Yeah.
You've never had a Karen.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I have, but there's only so far I can take it. You know what I mean? I had one guy once, he was breaking my balls about something. I was like, I understand you're pissed off about the few $100s that I wasn't able to get you credited, but I did get you like a $20,000 credit on all this old product. So can we focus on the fucking credit I did get you and not what I wasn't able to get you, please? Like, enough of your shit. And the guy didn't ever send me another email about it. I guess he was like, yeah, that's a good point. This guy helped me out. It's like, I'll quit breaking his balls.
Is that another setup? Or is that Robin's setup?
Which setup?
Was that Robin's setup? What are you crazy?
Okay, so where he says flexing on them haters and then you said Robin got too high. That setup right there with...
No, that's my computer and stuff. I said, because you guys said Robin disappeared, and I said I think it's because she
the weed kicked in.
And then I kicked in.
Oh yeah, she did the weeds.
Wait, where's that other picture? Did you remove it? The one where I said, "Oh, your computer's on the floor."
This is mine.
Yeah, I removed it for a reason. Robin's claiming that there was something in there. I don't know what she's talking about.
Cool. Is this the same computer though? Is this the same setup?
Yeah, just from so what I did was I turned my computer desk around in this room so that someone had I was doing a broadcast and someone had said, "Why is your background just like your back door? It's just like weird." And I said, "I don't know. Like that's just how I set it up." And then the next day I just moved everything and I moved the table to the other way. So now you come in from the back of the table and it's facing the back of the table's facing the back doors. Now you see like the posters that are hanging up is like my background now if I'm on camera. So I just thought it was like cleaner. And also I had more room that way.
Hey, why is that screen vertical?
Because that's just flexing. Because it's a screen that can turn 180 degrees. So if you're a streamer like you, Andy, what you could do is you can put a monitor vertical and use that as your chat room. So you put your chat room as that full screen and then you play the game on the other screen. So you can separate your OBS and your chat in one screen. And it's easier to read vertically because obviously you don't have to scroll as much.
It's fucking cool, bro. I need to do something like that.
That monitor is cheap. I think I paid like $200 for that.
Ooh, look at J Dummy set up. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
We're,
uh,
we're such
4K,
electronic freaks, aren't we?
but it's 60 hertz. It's not 120 hertz.
We just love our fucking electronics, don't we? Look at my TV. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Andy, you really need to do the dark mode on Discord.
Everybody keeps telling me that, dude, but it feels weird to me when I do that. Even on my phone, they're like, "Why do you
Yeah,
have
I
it so?"
love that.
I go, "I don't know, man. It's just the way I am. I can't see. I'm blind. Got missing spots and shit."
I like the dark mode on everything. I put it on the iPhone, but I do it automated. So during the daytime, it's light mode, and then when it gets to nighttime, it switches everything to dark mode.
My car does that. For some reason, when it's daylight, everything's just
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
mine,
brighter.
mine too. Yeah,
And then
on
at
like
night,
the navigation.
yeah, and then at night, everything dims.
Yeah, that's cool. What kind of car do you have again?
I have a GMC Terrain. Remember, I crashed my 300.
It's got a nice touchscreen, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's kind of small. My 300 had a way bigger touchscreen. This one's kind of small, but I use I'll take a picture tomorrow and I'll post it. Everybody thinks that I have a big ass screen, but it's actually my tablet. I have a tablet. Yeah.
My charger, the battery is completely dead now. Like it's just been sitting in the garage, and then I was in an underground garage at the apartment for years, and I tried starting it every now and then. I think the battery's just fully done. Hopefully not the alternator, and it's just the battery. But yeah, that thing was like an 8.7-inch touchscreen. It's called Uconnect or something. It's in all the Chrysler and Dodge and I think Ford.
That's what I have.
cars.
Uconnect. Yeah.
Uconnect, yeah.
Mhm.
So I love that thing.
got it,
Has the backup camera and everything.
Yeah, I have
I'm
that.
serious.
Sometimes it
My wife-
scares me. What was that, Jim?
My wife's got it in the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna be able to fucking drive my car again.
Why
I
can't
want to
you?
drive my car again. It's sad. It's
Well,
just sitting in the
it's just sitting
driveway. I
there.
actually washed it one day, knowing I wouldn't even drive it. So I just washed the whole outside and vacuumed the inside, like as if I was going to drive it, and then realized no, it just has to sit there.
Why does it have to sit there?
Technically, if I wanted to be a real fucking rebel, I could put the plates on them because I still have the New York plates, and then I can just go cruising around. That's asking for trouble.
Wait, I missed the part where you said why can't you drive it?
So when I came here to Canada, the first time I applied for residence, I applied under the wrong category. I applied as conjugal partner, which is basically instead of common law partner. And the difference is conjugal partners can't live together for some reason, and you have to prove this reason of why you can't, but that you're still in a marriage-like relationship, basically. So I was stupid at that point. I don't know anything about immigration at this point. I learned it all myself. I filed all the paperwork myself. And everything I did was right. It was just I filled it under the wrong category. And they're not nice enough to tell you, hey, your application's under the wrong category, so you might as well cancel it now and redo it under the right one. No, they take all your money. They go through the whole process. The last 6 months of the process, they don't give you any updates until the end. And then finally, a year later, they were like, you're rejected, but you can appeal if you write there's a thing called procedural fairness, where they let you write a letter to them explaining why you think you should be still allowed, even though they refused you. And I did that. I wrote the letter, and he's like, the only reason you could be a conjugal partner is if you have some sort of religious barrier. Like it can't be just a border barrier between US and Canada keeping you from living together. Like she could have lived with me for 6 months and I could have lived with her for 6 months, and we could have established that. But if you come from a country where you're not allowed to come into Canada, that's considered a barrier, a border barrier, or a religious barrier where you're not allowed to marry the person. I don't fucking know. They said basically you have no excuse as why you couldn't live together. And I tried explaining, well, like she has 2 kids, just getting divorced. It was really difficult. Like we couldn't live together. It was kind of weird, the situation. They're like, we don't care. So I reapplied under the proper thing. And at this point, we had already lived together in the apartment for a year, and now we have a house together for over a year now. And it's been a year, so the thing on my immigration says 100% complete, but because of Corona, it's being delayed for some reason. I'm guessing they're understaffed, and so long story short, the reason I can't drive is because while I was here, I overstayed like my visitor status, so I can't leave Canada as long as I have an application pending. I can stay here, but I can't go out of the country because if I go to try to come back into Canada and a border guard decides to be, an asshole, he could say, "No, I'm not letting you back in," and then my application is abandoned and I can never come back in, or I have to wait and reapply from the US. And, obviously I would have nowhere to go, so I've stayed here the whole time. So now the problem was my car insurance, and you're not allowed to have your car insured if it's being driven in Canada. Unless you're just visiting for 6 months. So beyond 6 months, it's considered like they don't want to cover you anymore. And then also, my driver's license expired while I was here, and you can't renew that in the mail. I would have had to go to the DMV in person and take a new photo, because it was that kind of renewal where you have to go and get a new updated photo.
I think I
Because
gotta
the
do
one
that
I had was
next
like
year.
a picture when I was like 18 was the last time.
Yeah, I gotta do that next year, dude.
So that, and then the registration, I couldn't renew the registration of my car because you have to go do that in the States. Well, I have to do it in New York. And it would be nice if I could just go to a place right on the border, like in like Champlain, New York, or something that's right before the border, and get all that shit done, like the closest DMV. But if I leave, I take the massive risk. That was the same reason why I didn't go on the some of the trips. Like when Rob went to Florida, I stayed here. The first year she went, I went because I was still a visitor then, and I was allowed to come in and out. But I'm basically a prisoner in Canada.
So would you say that the immigration laws in Canada are stricter than the United States?
You would no, because the weird thing is, they got millions of Nigerians and so many different races of people coming from like third world countries,
A
or
lot of Indians over there.
yeah, and they come here on an express entry visa as a skilled worker. And what these people do is they learn French, especially in Montreal. Like everyone else, everywhere else, they don't need to. They learn French before they get here. So not only do they know their native language, they learn French, and then they learn English as well. So now they speak all three languages. Then they come here and they apply as a worker. I applied under like a sponsorship thing. So since Robin's a Canadian citizen, it's supposed to fast track it, but it doesn't, because every time I get in a car with an Uber driver and he's like a Nigerian guy, or one guy was from Afghanistan, literally a Afghani guy got immigrated here in 6 months. And I was like, what? How is that even possible? He's like, I don't know. I just sign up and now you're here.
It's those damn liberals.
Yeah, so you would think an American trying to be a Canadian wouldn't be looked down upon, but maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe they're like, we don't want you. Stick with Trump. I think I could bring prosperity to this nation. They need broadcasting. I actually looked around. It's funny. There's like a few Canadian kind of staples of broadcasting, or podcasts at least. And I heard a couple of them. It was so weird to hear people saying like, hey, guy, like during the whole podcast. But it was like a Howard Stern type of podcast, but with a Canadian accent, because they were from like Vancouver or British Columbia, like far out west, where they have like the really thick Canadian accent. It's like, hey, bud. They always say bud. Bud and hey, guy. You're done, bud.
You're done.
Get her done.
You're done, bud. I don't know. There's a lot of Canadian slang. Those are like the lumberjack type of guys.
The bushwhackers,
Yeah.
God.
Luke and Butch.
But no, what essentially will happen is it should have already been done by now. When I get the residence card, I'll have health care, obviously. I'll have access to that. And then with the car, that's a whole challenge. So what I did was I drove it here and then I just stored it in a garage here. Technically, you're supposed to import a car into Canada. So I have to somehow figure out a way to drive the car or get the car out of Canada across the border, turn right back around, and then pull in and be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm importing this car," and pretend like it wasn't sitting in Canada for 5 years.
Why don't you
And
sell
then
it? Take it back,
they
sell it,
u-
and buy one.
well, that was the other option. It was like I sell it to a guy who's close to the border, who can meet me close to the border, and then I did. Once I have the residency card where I can go back and forth, I just try to sneak it over because border agents don't check your license. They don't check your license. They check your passport. But they could, maybe 10% of the time they might look at your driver's license. But that's the thing, all that shit's suspended. So the car's not even supposed to be on the road. So I would have to get it towed across the border, I guess. But yeah. So it might be a good deal, but I do really love the car. It still only has like 30,000 miles on it.
cheap.
It's got like nothing on it, and it's leather seating. Everything is perfect. It looks still brand new.
Is it still the same car that Joey Boots and Eric
Yeah.
wanted
Yeah.
to drive?
It's a 2013 and it has 30,000 miles on
That's
it.
cheap.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good.
How crazy is that?
Did you pay cash for it or you financed it?
No, I did I leased it for the first 3 years of the car, and then I financed the remaining amount. Didn't pay, like once I moved to Canada and I couldn't drive the car anymore, I just stopped paying. Because like your credit history gets reset when you move to Canada. So this was my thinking. I'm like, I'm just not going to pay. And it took them like 2 years or so to finally like start coming after me and saying they were going to find the car and tow it. And I'm thinking, you're never finding this car. It's in Canada inside of a garage. There's no way. They were looking on Long Island. They were looking at near my mom's house. They were looking at my old apartment. I'm like, you're not going to find it. So I said, listen, I will pay you. I owed about $19,000 left on the car. I said, here, I'll give you 10 grand and then you give me the title of the car. And they were like, hold on, we'll call you right back. Or that we'll put you on hold. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, we'd be willing to do it for 16,000. And I said, nope, I only have $10,000. And she said, well, they're going to come and get your car. And I said, well, good luck with that, because they're never going to find it. I'm not saying I'm hiding it, but I'm just telling you, because if you hide it or admit to hiding it or purposely hide the car, it can be considered a crime. But I just said, listen, you're never going to find the car. I'm not hiding it, but it's just, you're never going to find it. And then she's like, hold on. Then she gets off the phone and then she goes, fine, $10,000 is fine. So I sent them 10 grand. I got a whole printed agreement contract. I made them sign everything because they can fuck you over. Just take your money and run. And sure enough, I managed to get it to where they sent me the title of the car. So now I own the car full outright. So I basically got I would say the first 3 years of the lease, I paid $13,000 towards the value of the car, plus the 10, that's 23,000. The car was almost 40 grand when the sticker price when I bought it. So I got a 40 grand car for $23,000.
Nice.
And it worked out. And then sure, my credit score got dumped to shit. but it didn't matter because it just resets here anyway. So that was my thinking. I don't recommend anyone doing that, you know, if you're not moving to another country, but
I'm already
Yeah,
thinking
I-
about it.
it definitely worked out for me in that scenario. So now the only challenge left is like I have to figure out, do I sell it? Because if I sell it, I make a crazy profit. The car is still worth like 20 something,
Yeah,
maybe
28,
21,000
no, 25.
with that kind of mileage on it. And you know, not counting the lease, I guess, but the 10 grand that was just put into it, you know, I can make maybe 8-9 grand profit off of it if I sell it now, you know, but I would get the full amount. So I would get the 20 something thousand, the 10,000 I paid off, mine, you know, taken out of that, and then the rest is mine. And then my option is, the reason I'm only hesitant to do this is because then it's like, okay, but then I have like 10 grand to buy a car, and I have a Charger that's like leather seating with a nice touchscreen and, you know, nice rims, and it's a nice car. The engine is clean. Why do I want to buy a new car? So it's either that, buy like a $10,000 car, or lease another car, I guess, or bring this thing over the border, and I think they charge you about $1,000 to import the car, which is not that bad. So those are the two options. But the thing is, I have to figure out, how do I do that? And I have to pay for a tow service to go across the border and then bring it back and import it for me, which could cost more. That could double the price. I don't know.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Or I just find some like dark web plates or something. Just drive the car. I don't know.
Even smarter.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I've been driving Robin's car for now, like, since she has not left for like months, the house, like, except for recently. So I've just been driving her car, but it's only to like get groceries or anything local that's like necessary. So I'm in with her car. It's, you know, it's a plate, Quebec plate with all the proper paperwork. I just don't have the license. So as long as I'm just driving around the corner, because the grocery store is literally 2 blocks over, nothing's gonna happen. So it's been fine. I've been doing it for a couple of years, but I do want to drive my car again. It's
When
really
was the last time you actually have driven your car?
Well, like I said, I was driving it with the New York plates still on it that were expired for the first year or two when I moved here. And what stopped me doing it was I was parking my car in this underground garage at our apartment complex, and every now and then this fucking douche, they would like want to clean the underground garage, and they never did a good job. They would bring these like sweeper things, and they would just do nothing. But they inconvenienced everyone for this by telling them they all had to move their cars out of the garage. And it's like, what about people who are working or on vacation? And they say, we don't care. We're just going to tow your car. If you don't move your car by this date, we're going to tow it to clean. And the first couple times they threatened that, they didn't actually tow my car. And I explained to them I can't move my car. It's not insured. I'm not supposed to be driving it. It needs to sit there. And obviously they didn't give a shit. So the last time they were cleaning the garage, they towed my car. And I walked down there and noticed it was just gone, and I had no idea what was going on. So I called security at the apartment complex. I'm like, where's my car? And they're like, oh, it must have been towed, and here's the company. And I called the company. It's not a company. It's just some third party guy who takes cars, tows cars, basically, some contractor. And he's like, okay, give me $75 and give me your credit card info, and I'm going to charge you $75 and I'll tell you where it is. I'm like, what? Don't you usually go to a lot where your car is impounded or towed, and then you pay the guy and he gives it to you? This seems weird. I said, whatever, here's my credit card. And he goes, okay, your car is in a parking lot down the road. Literally one road down in this like shopping center parking lot. And I noticed there was like 3 or 4 other cars there. So when I was leaving, I ripped this piece of paper off the wall that said like cars are being towed. And I copied it and then I printed out my own version where it showed I took pictures of all the other cars in the parking lot. And I made this document that said, has your car been towed? And I even translated into French. And I said, do not pay the $75. This is where your car is. It's parked in this grocery store parking lot. Just go pick up your car. This is bullshit, basically. And I plastered it all over my apartment complex. So pissed. And people appreciated it. They were all like looking at it, like going, oh, that's my car. You know, and they were really happy about it. So then I go back to actually pick up the car, and Robin drives me to the car, and then I follow her back, but she gets ahead of me, right? And then of course there's this weird like construction zone with cones, and there's a cop car like just kind of overseeing this construction, and my car was I was pulling around these cones to get to the corner of the light, and apparently my headlights were off, which makes no sense because my car has like the automated lights.
Right.
So as soon as it's nighttime, the lights turn on. So I'm wondering if the guy who towed my car somehow got in the car and then turned the lights off, because I never touch that dial. It's automated. There's no reason for me to. So I got in the car and started driving with no headlights on, not knowing. And of course, the cop pulled me over. And this is the difference between a Canadian peace officer, they're called, versus an American police officer. The guy's like, so what's going on? I said, yeah, this guy, they towed my car in my apartment complex when it's not insured. I'm not supposed to be driving it. So I was just getting it back myself. I can't afford a tow truck. I just said that. Can't afford a tow truck to get it back. And it's just down the block. It's seriously just down the block. And he's like, I'm not sure. Let me see your license or registration and insurance. So I hand him all that, which is all expired, every single thing. And I hand him the paper where I said, look, this is the paper where they said they tow the cars, and here's a pamphlet. I made these to warn other people because it was some private contractor. And he's like, oh, those guys, I hate those guys. So he was like kind of relating with me a bit. So I'm like, listen, I just moved here recently. I'm trying to immigrate here. My license and everything expired while I was here trying to apply for residency. I said, please, I'm not looking for trouble. My apartment is literally right there. You can see it from here. And I'm pointing to it. And he's like, okay, hold on a second. So he leaves. And he's obviously writing me a ticket. Then I call Robin freaking out. I'm like, you have to get here right now. You have to get here right now. If you do, then they'll maybe allow me to have you drive the car back to the apartment since you have a license at least. So she shows up. The guy comes back and he hands me a ticket that just says driving without proper identification. So he doesn't give me a ticket for expired license, expired insurance, expired registration. He gives me a ticket that basically says, like, if you were driving without your license in your wallet. That kind of a ticket, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Was really surprising. And then I said, so my girlfriend's here now, and she will drive the car back, and you guys can escort us there. I'm thinking, shit, if I was black, this wouldn't go down this way. This cop escorted us back to the apartment and just let us go. And said, have a good night.
Black Lives Matter, bro.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, apparently.
And on that note, I gotta go.
Italian Lives Matter too.
I am so hungry. Are you guys gonna stay on?
No, I'm getting off.
Yeah, I gotta get off.
All right, guys. Thanks for sharing.
All right, good night. Good night, fellas.
All right.
Later.
Peace.